Hi, I'm Sue Cooper down here in Key West, and I am going to share with you, GaryVee listeners, the advice that I would give you if Gary gave me a seat at the table, which he has not. I have DM'd, I have emailed, I've done everything, and he has not offered me a seat at the table, and so I am bringing my own seat to the table in this video. So the first thing I want to share with you is Gary is giving away his content, everything he does, for free. He's basically telling you what to do. So the question is, why aren't you doing it? And that's really where you have to get with yourself, is to be like, if he's telling you to post 5 times a day and on all these platforms and you decide not to, why is that? And I don't want to get too deep here, but what is the emotion that's stopping you? Are you afraid of being successful? Is it something that maybe you don't really want to do? Because the thing is, in business and being an entrepreneur, is that you have to do everything, man. You've got to do it all. You are the main squeeze. You are working all the hours. You're the one that's doing all the work, especially in the beginning. It's just going to be you, right? So find the emotion behind that. Number 2, content. Okay, you've got two sides of content. One is, I don't have enough content. If you don't have enough content, then you're probably not living in the field that you're saying that you're an expert. Okay, so get into it. And if you really need to find content, you still don't have enough, then find somebody who's doing something similar to what you're doing and see what videos and content is resonating with the people and getting the most likes and comments, and produce the same content but from you, your version of it. Or just go ahead and see what questions people are asking in those videos and in the comments, and then produce videos to answer those questions, right? Perfect. All right, number 3. If you look back at Gary Vee's career, he has always been on top of everything. He's got his finger on the pulse pretty much. So you just pretty much got to listen to everything the guy says, right? True. But about 4 or 5 years ago, his career just boomed, right? Now, why did it boom? I'll tell you why. And Gary would probably tell you why. It's because he started doing the most important thing every day. He started every day by working out and taking time for himself. By doing so, that gave him the energy to bring the best version of himself to everything that he did. So instead of just pounding out, working 18 hours a day, he started every day by taking care of himself so he could then bring the best version to everything he did. And at that point, you actually saw his career just explode, right? Okay, so the next one, number 4. All right, let's say you don't know what to do. You want to be like Gary, but you don't really know what you want to do, or you haven't figured out your niche. My advice to you is to say yes. Say yes to everything. And you're going to find out a lot of things that you don't like, and you're also going to find a lot of things that you do like. You're going to find a lot of things that you never even knew existed. And just say yes. Actually, a great inspiration, check out Jim Carrey's movie, Yes Man. It's awesome. Saying yes will absolutely change your life, so give that a go. Number 5, you got to do what you love. This is about doing what you love every day. You're going to have a much higher chance of success if you do what you love, okay? If you don't do what you love, you're going to get over it. You're going to move on to different things. You're not going to really feel happy or fulfilled. Now, happiness is an emotion. You know, Gary talks a lot about happiness, but really where we want to be at is being fulfilled and doing something that we love every day, because we want to be fulfilled every day. That's true success, really. So one of the things Gary talks about in finding out what you love to do, kind of lay out. I would suggest laying out what you want your day to look like, a day in, day out in the life of you. From when you get up, what you're doing, where you spend your time, everything, okay? We are in a world where we have to work. If we have to work, you've got to include that in your ideal day. Like, lay it all out what you want to do. And then, as Gary always says, reverse engineer it and make it happen. And put in all the places and back it out, and so figure out how you're going to actually make that happen. This is all about the long game, all right? So you've got to have patience. I have been in business. My business is around for 23 years. I still love what I do, but this is a lifestyle for me. I'm an entrepreneur. I always have other ideas and other things, and my business is just a platform for me to be able to write books and do other things that I want to do. But you want to be able to be in the long game. If you're constantly looking for the payout, then you're really on the short game, and your chances of success are pretty slim. Think about why it is you want to do what you want to do. This is a great example that really changed my life, okay? I wanted to take my merchandise and put it online on Amazon. I wanted to sell my brand, Lazy Dog brand, on Amazon, right? So somebody asked me, why do you want to sell on Amazon? And I said, because I want to grow my brand. My brand is really what means a lot to me, and that just needs to be one of my channels. And he said, good, because if you just said, I want to make money, then screw the brand and just sell pots and pans. Be uninspired, do whatever, because if it's about money, it's not going to be this, you're not going to take the same direction as if you're trying to build a brand or you're trying to do something, that you're really inspired and passionate about. So think about why it is that you want to do what you want to do. Number 7, sorry. I've talked about this before. You're an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, this is your lifestyle. This is what you get to do all the time. You're constantly creating and producing and imagining and making things happen, right? So if you don't like problem solving, then you're not an entrepreneur, or you're not going to be a very good one, because the number one job of an entrepreneur is problem solving. It's your way of life. You're never really going to be happy going on vacation. Like, you don't want to be like, an entrepreneur's going to say, oh, I just want to make a lot of money and then I want to go sit by a pool somewhere with my feet up. No, I'd be miserable. I don't want to sit still. I've got lots of creating to do. So think about whether you really are an entrepreneur. Maybe you're better as a number 2. Maybe you need a partner. Like, you just got to think about where you fit really as your personality. You can grow into an entrepreneur, but think about where it is your personality best fits for what it is that you're going to be doing. Money. Now, we all love to make money. Money in general, I think, just makes you more of what you already are. So if you're a generous person, it's going to make you more generous. If you're a slacker and you made money, it's just going to you're going to be even more of a slacker. So just be careful with money. Life isn't really about money. It really isn't going to make you feel fulfilled. You can still be successful, make millions of dollars, and still be unhappy because you're not fulfilled. You're not doing what you truly love or doing it the way you actually want to be doing it. So find your happiness. Find what makes you happy. Refer to wherever yes man is. So number 9, live within your means. Your entire life, live within your means. Not just now when you're 20, not just now when I'm 52. Always live within your means. And the reason being is that you'll always have that money when opportunities arrive, and you'll be able to say yes, and you'll be able to jump on them, and you're going to be able to build your wealth and your experience and have a lot more fun if you always live within your means. Number 10, take action. I went to a GaryVee live in Fort Lauderdale and actually did the strategy session with him for 2 hours. It was fantastic. And one of the things I remember the most is he got up on stage and he said, action trumps knowledge. And it does, because you have to take action. Nothing is going to change unless you take action. Okay? Knowledge is great. It's going to get you to the front door, but action is going to get you through the door. My mom, I joke, she came up with the phrase, just do it before Nike, because when I was young, she would just say, just do it, just go ahead and do it, just do it. Because it didn't matter if I was good at it or not. What mattered is that I had the experience and that I did it. And so whether you're putting up videos or whether you're creating something, a business, whatever you're doing, just do it. Because that's the only way you're ever going to figure out how to make it happen. And once you start doing that, the momentum gives you the confidence and the ideas, and everything grows. But if you're just constantly going and pausing and holding yourself back all the time, because we are our own worst critic. We are always going to be that. Everybody's individually, we're our own worst critic. So get that out of the way. Get yourself out of the way and just do it. So anyway, thank you, Gary, for having me on, even though you're not really having me on. I hope this is great content for any GaryVee listeners. I love bringing content. You can check me out at millionaireflipflops.com. That's the name of my book. And my company is Lazy Dog down in Key West, Florida. So look me up. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, LinkedIn. And I hope you enjoyed this.